This book contains 18 laws, each exploring timeless truths about psychology, power, and behavior. I'll break down each law with its core idea, key points, and practical insight in Greene's signature philosophical and strategic tone. The laws of human nature. 1. The law of irrationality. Core idea: people are driven by emotions, not logic. Key points: humans think they're rational, but emotions rule decisions. Feelings like envy, fear, and anger distort perception. Self-awareness and detachment are keys to mastering emotion. Practical insight: train yourself to pause before reacting. Analyze your emotions like a scientist. Rationality begins where emotional impulse ends. 2. The law of narcissism. Core idea: everyone is self-absorbed, including you. Key points: there are healthy and toxic forms of narcissism. Deep narcissists need constant validation. Transform self-love into empathy, the empathic skill. Practical insight: shift attention outward. The more you understand others' inner worlds, the more influence you gain. 3. The law of role-playing. Core idea: everyone wears masks in social life. Key points: people hide their true motives behind social roles. Detect sincerity through body language and inconsistencies. Become a social chameleon. Adapt your role consciously. Practical insight: don't reveal too much. Let your image be strategic, not impulsive. 4. The law of compulsive behavior. Core idea: people repeat their emotional patterns endlessly. Key points: childhood and trauma shape adult behavior loops. Patterns reveal character better than words. Change begins with awareness of your own compulsions. Practical insight: study your life's recurring themes, failures, relationships, habits, and trace them to their emotional roots. 5. The law of covetousness. Core idea: desire is contagious. We want what others have. Key points: envy drives imitation, competition, and resentment. Envy hides behind flattery or criticism. Learn to neutralize others' envy by appearing modest. Practical insight: focus on intrinsic goals, not comparisons. Avoid triggering envy in powerful people. 6. The law of short-sightedness. Core idea: people chase immediate gratification. Key points: emotional reactions blur long-term thinking. Most people are trapped in short-term battles. Visionaries detach from the moment to see the bigger arc. Practical insight: think like a strategist. Always act with your 10-year plan in mind. 7. The law of defensiveness. Core idea: the human ego resists change and criticism. Key points: direct attacks on belief provoke hostility. Influence comes from suggestion, not confrontation. People accept ideas when they think they chose them. Practical insight: never tell someone they're wrong. Guide their mind to your conclusion gently. 8. The law of self-sabotage. Core idea: attitude shapes fate. Key points: negative worldviews create self-fulfilling failures. People blame luck, never their mindset. Optimism rooted in realism builds resilience. Practical insight: reframe setbacks as lessons. Your inner voice determines your outer results. 9. The law of repression. Core idea: what's buried in the unconscious leaks out. Key points: people repress impulses, anger, desire, ambition. Repressed emotions surface through slips or passive aggression. Integrating your shadow side builds strength. Practical insight: face your dark impulses. Master them, don't let them master you. 10. The law of envy. Core idea: envy is the most disguised emotion. Key points: it hides behind moral outrage or fake admiration. Envious people subtly sabotage those they resent. Everyone feels envy. The key is transforming it into inspiration. Practical insight: channel envy into self-improvement, not comparison. 11. The law of grandiosity. Core idea: success inflates the ego and detaches you from reality. Key points: power and praise create illusions of invincibility. Grandiose people ignore limits until they crash. Stay grounded through humility and reflection. Practical insight: remind yourself you're mortal and fallible. Success is rented, not owned. 12. The law of gender rigidity. Core idea: we all have masculine and feminine energies. Key points: rigidity in identity limits creativity and empathy. Fluidity between assertive masculine and receptive feminine traits brings balance. The greatest minds, Da Vinci, Nietzsche, embraced both sides. Practical insight: integrate both energies. Assert boldly, listen deeply. 13. The law of aimlessness. Core idea: without purpose, people drift into confusion. Key points: lack of direction breeds anxiety and mediocrity. True purpose aligns ambition with personal nature. Purpose gives clarity, patience, and power. Practical insight: define your life's task, the one thing you were born to master. 14. The law of conformity. Core idea: the group mind corrupts individuality. Key points: social pressure overrides personal judgment. Crowds amplify emotion and suppress reason. Independent thinkers rise above herd mentality. Practical insight: detach from groupthink. Think alone. Act with the crowd if it serves your vision. 15. The law of fickleness. Core idea: people's loyalty is fluid and self-serving. Key points: crowds and followers turn quickly on their heroes. Admiration often hides envy and resentment. Secure loyalty through shared interests, not emotion. Practical insight: expect betrayal. Build alliances based on mutual gain, not affection. 16. The law of aggression. Core idea: humans have predatory instincts beneath civility. Key points: repressed aggression leaks through passive acts. Assertive people channel aggression creatively. Suppression leads to bitterness and weakness. Practical insight: use controlled aggression as drive, turn hostility into productive energy. 17. The law of generational myopia. Core idea: each generation sees the world through its own blind spots. Key points. People judge others by their era's values. Each generation rebels against the previous one. True wisdom comes from seeing beyond your time. Practical insight. Study history to understand the cycles shaping your generation's beliefs. 18. The law of death denial. Core idea. Denying mortality weakens life's meaning. Key points. People avoid thinking about death, thus live superficially. Awareness of mortality clarifies priorities. Embracing death gives urgency and presence. Practical insight. Meditate on impermanence. Death awareness brings true freedom. Summary insight. Robert Greene's The Laws of Human Nature is about mastering yourself first, then understanding others. It's a mirror for the dark and light within human psychology, teaching you to see clearly, act strategically, and live consciously.